Chapter 1. The Deal on a Distant World. Captain Jareth Kael was a man of opportunity. A smuggler and trader by profession, he navigated the lawless edges of the galaxy, dealing in rare artifacts, black market tech, and, when the price was right, sentient beings. His latest stop was the desert planet of Xyrus 7, a hub for slavers and mercenaries. There, in the dim light of a smoke-filled tavern, a hooded figure offered him a deal. A high-ranking servant from the fallen Celestian Empire in exchange for a crate of forbidden plasma rifles. Jareth wasn't one to ask questions. The servant, a slender silver-skinned woman with luminous violet eyes, was bound in energy cuffs, her gaze defiant yet weary. He took her aboard his ship, the Starhawk, expecting nothing more than a quiet, obedient worker. But the moment they broke Atmo, everything changed. Chapter 2. The Truth Unfolds. The woman, who called herself Lyria, did not behave like any servant Jareth had met. She spoke in riddles, knew ancient languages, and when a bounty hunter ambushed them near the Kasari Belt, she disarmed him with movements faster than any human. "Who are you?" Jareth demanded after the fight, pinning her against the wall. Lyria's eyes glowed faintly. "You traded for a servant," she said softly. "But you got a princess." Jareth scoffed. The Celestian royal family was wiped out when the Void Empire took over. "Not all of them," she whispered. Chapter 3. A princess with a price on her head. Lyria was the last surviving heir of Celestia, a planet destroyed in a coup. The Void Emperor had hunted her for years, and now Jareth, unwittingly, had become her protector. He wanted to dump her at the next port. She was trouble. But when Void assassins tracked them to a trading outpost, Jareth found himself fighting at her side, their backs pressed together as blaster fire lit up the night. "Why are you helping me?" Lyria asked as they fled. Jareth smirked. "Let's just say I've always had a weakness for lost causes." Chapter 4. The Escape Plan. Lyria revealed she had a way to reclaim her throne, an ancient warship hidden in the ruins of her homeworld. But getting there meant crossing enemy territory. Jareth's crew, a gruff mechanic named Rook and a snarky AI called Vex, were against it. "This is suicide," Rook growled. But Jareth had already made his choice. Chapter 5. Betrayal and Sacrifice. Their journey was fraught with danger. Void fleets pursued them, bounty hunters ambushed them, and worst of all, someone aboard the Starhawk was leaking their location. When Lyria was captured, Jareth realized the truth. Vex had been hacked. The AI had no choice, but the damage was done. Jareth stormed the enemy flagship alone, blasting his way through soldiers until he reached Lyria's cell. "You came back," she breathed. "I always do," he said, pulling her to safety. Chapter 6. The Final Stand. At Celestia's ruins they activated the warship, the Phoenix Crown, a vessel of immense power. But the Void Emperor arrived with an armada, determined to crush them. Outnumbered, Jareth and Lyria fought side by side, their bond stronger than ever. In a desperate move, Lyria used her royal blood to awaken the ship's full potential, unleashing a pulse of energy that disabled the enemy fleet. The Void Emperor's flagship crumbled, and the remnants of his forces fled. Epilogue. A new reign. With the Void Empire weakened, Lyria reclaimed her throne. She offered Jareth a place at her side, not as a smuggler but as her equal. He smirked. "Never thought I'd trade a servant for a queen." Lyria smiled. "Best deal you ever made." And as the Phoenix Crown soared into the stars, Jareth knew. His days of wandering were over.